In this video, I'm going to be showing a compilation of pictures that I've collected over the last couple of months, starting in mid-March, about when this sham of a virus came about. March 17-ish through May, I started seeing a lot of power trucks out, working on power poles, power lines. So I just took pictures, started taking pictures every time I saw them as I drove by. And let's start in March. And the first series of trucks I saw, they were attaching this along the power poles. These red, red coverings. There's another one. Let's go to. Let's see, in March 11/29 is where I started. That's the camera number. Okay, that's one of the trucks I saw. Okay, and then as I showed you what I blew up before, the red coverings. Now in this one, let's just blow this up a little better, because you can see a whole series of them in this one. Like, come here. I have to make sure to show the scope of it. Here we go, just to show the scope. Red covering all the way down. They seem to be posted next to the pole, and that was on 3/19. That's when I first started noticing all this activity. Okay, so yeah, 3/19. And this one, it shows this yellow here wasn't here before either. And this one, there we go. It's a good. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. And here they've got the red covering extended out that way, and then dangling wires down. And some of the later ones I did before and after, especially of the power station near my house. Okay, moving on. Let's see, that was number. That was 11/31. 11/32, and same two coverings. And there's all the trucks. There's a lot of trucks there on the side of this road that day, right there. And that was from. There, the men working. And okay, so that was my Pike. Let me zoom in here. Zoom in to this truck. Whoops. So this was, here we go, Pike Integrity Solutions. Okay. All these trucks were Pike. Alright, moving on, because there'll be different trucks later that I show you. Okay, this is the same day, March 19th. Okay. I think I already showed that one. Sorry, I need to show that again. There we go, Pike. Okay, Integrity Solutions. Okay. Let's see, we're on 11:43, 11:44, and now we're going to skip to 12:04. And it's still in March here. 12:04. Here we go. So this is a different day. I was out, and this is on 3/27. And this is near a school. Okay, so the school's about right back in here along this road. And they were sitting there. The guy in the truck looked kind of shady. They all look kind of shady. Especially when I start getting my camera out. One of them left one time. Like they look like they're up to something. Okay. That's 1207, and one more from this series. So that's just, there I was, back on that road again. Okay, now let's skip to 1228. 1228 is where I go near the power station. And it's a good thing that I took this photo, because later on in April, I have a before and after shot. I'm going to show, open up. Open up the before. Come on. There we go. Okay, so there we go. I was going home one day and woo, like 8 trucks. They were really on the scene this day. And, okay. And there's the power station. They were all hovering around, I guess. Okay, now let's just zoom in here. Hang on a second. I'll show you that there's nothing attached here. Okay, zooming in. Okay, zooming in. Do you see any red coverings in here? So, especially, I think it was right in here. Let me just move this around. I have to move it to the right now. Nothing, no red coverings. Move this to the right a little more. Yeah, all in there. I just kind of showed you all of this. Blown up, I have to scroll across. There's no no red attachments. Okay. And this was on the next photo, 1229, which will show the date also. Come on, open it up. 12. Yes. I mean, it's not 12. 327 was what day it was. Now, right here, I'm not sure if these hanging wires were already here or not. I'm not sure. Just make note of that. Okay, hovering around the power station. Oh, here we go. Okay. Through 12:30. Okay, now let's go to April. Let's go to April now. And we'll start at 1268. That's the number of the camera picture. Okay, on 12. And this is on 4/2. There's Xfinity. I was just going my way somewhere, and oh, there's another power truck. Whipped out my camera. I went this way. Okay, not sure what he was doing, but that was from Xfinity. Oh, 65. Now we'll go to 1331. So 13. No, I'll have to. 1331. 1331. So, actually, yeah, that's right. Open up. Okay. Here they were. Okay. Now, this is on 4/9. They shifted over and started getting busy. Busy as beavers digging this trench. Okay, putting in this red cable. I looked up the color codes. Red means power lines. Here they are. Here's the red cable sticking up out of the ground. Okay. Ended up leaving a big mess later on, but there it is. Okay, and there they are right there. Let's see, which one do I zoom in on? 1338 coming up. I'm going to zoom back in to the power station for our before and after photo. Okay, let me zoom in here. These red. Okay, here they are, right here. Red coverings. Right there. Where have we seen those before? On the other road. Up on the power poles. These were not here before. Neither were those on that side. See? Not sure what it is. Maybe it's nothing, but let's see. Let's go over here. Okay. I don't... Whoops. And there's a little truck back there creeping around. Okay, that's 1338. And 1330. 1331. Okay, now we'll move on to 1353 series. 13. There we go. Now here we are in the heart of, here they are, convoy of them on their way to do something. 49. Okay. Safety Integrity Solutions. There they are. There they go. Always looking shady. I mean, maybe not, but it's 1355. And here we go. More red cable sticking up. Okay, that's 1357, 58. Oh, huge spool right here. Big spool. Well, they unraveled that sucker. And got that right out. 1358. Now we'll go to 1398 series. 1398. Here we go. 1398. Open up. 1398. Let's go. Okay. Cable sticking up. This was on 4/17, so here we are like a month later into this madness. There's red cable. Okay, there they are. Busy beavers. There they are there. I'm not sure. I get that green line. It's something. I'm not sure what that was. And here's what's interesting. Right across the street, there's a house right to the left. And I thought, I was under the impression that this was the guy's field. And it just looked like, glanced over one day. It looked like they dumped all their red spools into his field. And just left them sitting there. Until there's one. We're back to here. Sticking up. Okay, there it is. Now that's how they left it. See, they suddenly just, abandoned this project or something. I haven't seen them back since. I don't know. And that cable is still sticking up out of the ground just like that. And I just was playing around, took a picture inside it to see. Well, you never know what could be inside. The DOT, you just never know. And they're sneaky. And back over to the... let's just zoom in again to that power station. Now, hold on a second. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, that was just all those, let me zoom in a little more. All those red coverings they did. I'm just not sure what those are. Okay, that's 1410. Let's go down here to 1410, 1411. And then in this guy's field, they had a big old spool of it sticking there. And then all of a sudden, I go by, I'll show you. Whoops, let's go back. Okay, that was 1413. So now we're going to shift to 1527. And I'll show you where one day they just picked up their spool and left. And their cables they dumped in his field and just, I don't know where they took it, but they never laid it out. Because the next day it was gone. Open up. 1537. So now we're at 427. I'm at the park one day, and here's this guy Shady. As soon as he saw me watching him, he looked creepy and then just crept off and left and went down the side driveway. He was halfway up this pole. I don't know what he was doing. Who knows? Now I've got a zoomed in picture here. Well, he was about right there, I guess. Now wait a minute. Let's see. Hold on a second. Because I took before and after pictures. Whoops. Trying to scroll down. No, maybe that was up. I don't know. That's like that. Okay, let me zoom back out of this. Okay. Oops. Okay, let's just look at this again. Let me zoom into the next one. Okay, there they are right there. I'm not sure. I just thought that these looked rather new looking. But I don't know. Okay, that's 1528, 1529. Because I go back a few days later and I snapped a picture. And I'll get to and see if I see any differences. Yeah, I don't know how long he'd been working on this, really. Okay, that's 427. And then, 1533. So now we'll go to 1537. I'll get the church thing I'll get to later. Here they were parked at the congregating over at the church. And it seems to be where they drop their trucks off at night. At this church off of this road. Okay, now here's on 428. I see them on the side of the road with their paddy wagon. And there's a girl standing here. I don't know if she's doing what I'm doing or what, but it's not a bus stop or anything. There's usually nobody. She stood there for a long time. Oh, that was kind of interesting. Maybe she was watching them too. Okay, this is when I went back, I guess the next day. 428. I'll zoom in here. Let's see, we'll zoom in. And, whoops. Well, let me do this again. Okay, zoom in. Okay. Okay, here we go. I think there, I don't know if that was there. Boy, they whip up next to a pole and you don't know what they're up to. They're quick. Sneaky. That's your DOT and DOT for you. Okay. That was 1542. So now the last series for April starts at 1559, which is right. I'm sorry, that's this is 1569. 1559. Okay, this is one day where I was I get 1550. Whoops, I went too far. 15. Okay. Here we go. Here was a truck I saw. Okay. I was pulling out of my house. And let's see. No, that was that road. Okay. Yeah, I was pulling out of my house out of the subdivision. I made it right. And there was a power guy right here. Like he was staking something, but I never saw it. I drove by. And he was here, and then his truck was right across the street, but I didn't have my camera out, so all it is, I went down the block and turned around, and it says man on pole, I'm sorry, man on pole. That's that pole right there. And here are the spools they dumped off in this guy's field, and suddenly a few days later they're gone. They packed up their circus and left. And this power guy, when I got here where he was standing there driving that stake, they had this thing cover off, and then when I left, he left, and then he parked back at the church, pulled back into the church, parked his rig, and here's that power station again. That's on 429 with their little red. I'll zoom in again. There you go, red coverings, whatever they are. Okay. To 1570. And we go to, there we go. And their truck, I made note of this truck. It was from Chattanooga. Yeah. So it's US DOT 391773, Service Electric Company, Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'll zoom in here. Energize power lines, substations, Energized Technical, Aquana Service Company. 1572, 15, whoops, 15, okay, back up here, 1572, 73, and that's just where I zoomed in. They're paddy wagon and all, and then they were parked at the church. Okay, Service Electric Company, Chattanooga. There's their website, serviceelectrico.com. And there we go. There's that guy's field. They're all packed up and gone. Like, okay, and now it's the last series is in May, where I had a few photos so far. And it starts 16, 14, right here. Oops. Open up. 16, 14. Oh, they're lurking around the hotel now. Moving on to hotels. I was at the post office, which is over here, and I spotted two of their trucks. Got in, got a closer look. Didn't seem like they were in their truck. But Power Grid Services, Hartselle, Alabama. There you go, 5-4. And that's it. And I'll get into the next video what I think they might be doing. It's a thing called AT&T's been bragging about, and they've got videos about AirGig where they connect 5G to AirGig, and tune into my next video where I go over that.